Hey guys, I'm Carol, the founder of Covetella. And like my dad likes to joke, my greatest skill is shopping. But this is me in my closet. I don't want to wear anything I own because I've already worn it before and I probably post on social media. These are my friends in my closet. They want to wear everything I own because it's all new to them. So that's how Covetella got started. I started renting out my clothes, I convinced them to rent out theirs, and a year later, now we're the market leader here in Singapore, and with hundreds of happy customers and hundreds of items you can rent for a fraction of the price. Apparently, renting clothes is a thing now, but it's not limited to clothes, but shoes, bags, hats, watches, you name it, we've rented it. Rental is the future, and we have the numbers to prove it. And there have actually been several rental providers throughout the world that have been hugely successful. But unless you're in a huge market like the US, China, or India, it's incredibly hard to scale. And to be frank, that's why we haven't been able to raise any money. But what we've discovered is an even bigger opportunity in this multi-billion-dollar market, the long tail. There are actually thousands of rental companies all around the world, even in Africa, that you've never even heard of because no one's aggregated them on one platform yet. That's where Covetella comes in. So imagine a world where you can go anywhere and not just find a place to stay, but actually experience something new to wear. Covetella will be the top online destination to discover fashion to rent. We're asking $400K to make this dream a reality. But like my mom likes to say, business is not about raising money, it's actually about making money, so this is how we're going to monetize. For the more sophisticated merchants, we're going to be more like Amazon and just provide lead generation for them while they handle their own logistics. For the brick and mortar merchants, we'll be more like Farfetch. Go in, take the photos, handle shipping, payments, everything, so that they could actually maximize their inventory without needing their own website. This is my team, and this is actually my 4th startup, all of which have been in fashion. And I have a really soft spot for fashion because when I was a little girl, I didn't have a lot of self-confidence. But once I put on a pretty dress, I felt like I could conquer the world. And it's that reason why I feel very passionate about helping empower women by making them look and feel beautiful. But after being in the industry for over 10 years, I felt like it was incredibly wasteful. And that's why I want to help provide more sustainable solutions to look good. So whether you're going on a date, getting married, going to a Halloween party, Covetella will make sure that you get the ultimate Cinderella experience for the modern woman. Thank you.
Thank you, Covetella. So, judges, do you have any questions for Covetella?
Could you say a bit more about your users? How often does the average user rent through a platform? Are there any cohorts that rent a lot?
So, in this market, because rental is still a new trend, I would say on average a woman has about 2 occasions, like a friend's wedding, a nice company dinner dance, where they need like a nice dress. Our users, our top customers have rented over 15 times in 6 months because they're in PR or they're just like to party a lot. In the US, Rent the Runway, you have customers, most of my friends actually subscribe to Unlimited, where they get dresses every month, swapping out. And I think that's just a growing trend that is definitely not going to stop. So, in this market, it's definitely just picking up 2 rentals, 3 rentals. But once it becomes more accessible and once people have more options, which is why we're providing a platform where you can discover more options, then I think it's just going to be, like Uber one day.
Can you share with us more about your traction? For example, you showed the slides of rental services in Asia. How many of them have you signed up or are partnering with, and how do you expand out from there?
Yeah, definitely. So we have about, I would say, 15 merchants only because we recently just moved over to this new model, but all of them are on exclusive contracts. So we have companies, like just last week, we signed on one, she only rents Chanel bags because Chanel and Hermes are the only ones that don't lose value. And so we have about 30 Chanel bags that you can actually rent. And that's one of the merchants where you can't even get her bags. And then we have a whole bunch of couture designers where a year ago they didn't want to rent out their clothes, but because of the down economy, now they're coming back to me and saying, okay, you can rent out my clothes. And then I'm saying to them, okay, I'm going to be the only one that can rent out your clothes.
So, judges, do we have any more questions for Covetella? If not, then yes, just a quick one.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Covetella.